She wanted the clients and the customers so badly. And that wanting was the exact same thing pushing them away. Not because wanting is wrong, but because she was gripping to an outcome that was never hers to hold. And that grip was a kink that was holding her hose right in the middle of the best of her efforts. This is Kink One of our 5-part series, and I'm going to show you how often women who care the most and want the most are and who are the most committed, most dedicated, and are doing everything right, still block themselves from creating what they want. Here's what I mean. We go up and we turn on the tap, and we go to the end of the hose expecting to see something coming out. So we've done all our work, we've shown up, we've been consistent, we've done all the things that we have been told to do. And of course, we go to the end of the hose and expect to see clients, something coming up. But what has happened is that the client is so tense, so anxious, so needy that they are actually holding the hose tight. They're tense and unsure in sales calls. They're tense and unsure and hesitant in the marketing. They over prepare, they over speak, they over explain. The content is it's like really just comes off as I need, this is what I need, this is what I need for me. Their follow-up feels like chasing. Their energy just feels like they need this sale. They need this client. They need the outcome more than they need to help somebody. And that energy speaks volumes before the client has even said a word. That energy can be sensed. We are energetic beings. When we can sense that somebody is needy and somebody needs more from us than they're willing to give us, we feel that. And so with my clients, I can see it with how they're talking, how they're feeling, feelings like desperate, feelings like urgent, feeling like hustle. It just feels that tense. Other times it's the feeling of fear of that it will never work out, fear of what other people will do, fear about what you or will not do. So for example, we might desperately want a client, but we're so afraid we can't show up. We won't be able to show up. So one hand is saying we desperately want the client. The other hand is desperately holding us back because we don't trust that we will show up and be able to do what we need to do. And so we want to show up and really understand, what is this tenseness? What is this fear? What is this tightness? What is this? I'm even, as I'm speaking it, like I'm going this way. What is this that we are experiencing? Because we cannot control what other people do. We cannot control and guarantee what other people will say or think or do or how we'll show up. We cannot control like some things that are not in control, but we can control how we're thinking, how we're feeling, how our energy, our belief, our faith, our trust in what we're doing, and trust that things will work out. The kink is where we have put energy, like fear, like doubt, like neediness, like desperation, like hustle. That becomes the kink. That becomes where things slow down. And so when we just get to pull back and trust that we are doing our work, we help the flow, will help the flow go through. Because where we find out where we can show up as trusting, as abundant, as believing, as just even knowing that we're figuring out, we're doing the best that we can, we allow the hose to get unbent. In my own experience, there were times I've caught myself like gripping for the outcome instead of trusting the actions. It felt like so tight. It felt so constraining. It felt like there was a right thing to do, a right way to do it, a right time to do it, right everything. And it just felt so heavy. And it just was not fun by how I was showing up. And so what I had to do is I had to sit back, trust in the process, trust in the thought, feeling, action cycles that I'm doing, trust in the strategies that I'm doing, trust that there are people out there who want what I'm offering, trust that I can help them, trust and belief in this work because this work is powerful. And just being able to just keep doing what I'm doing, tweaking and adjusting as I go, and keeping it as simple as possible. And once that energy was released, my clients started feeling it. My clients started feeling that energy and they started trusting being in a relationship with me. So the clearing that I help my clients do is not for just, it's not about caring. It's about caring and owning the parts that are yours. Because when we're gripping and owning things that belong to other people, so what I help my clients do to clear this kink is to stay in their lane, care on what they can do, control what they can control, own what is theirs. What is theirs is how they're thinking, they're feeling, they're doing. What is theirs is how they show up. What is theirs is who they are becoming around the process. What is theirs is their energy around how they're showing up, energy in how they're marketing, energy in how they're in the sales calls, energy in how they are believing in their work, energy in everything, all the aspects that are in their control. What the client signs, that's in the client's control. Whether the people understand what you're doing is in their control. Whether the people, what they have to do with what you've put out is in their control. You are in control of your part, and that releases the kink because things flow so much smoother when you're in your lane, how you're thinking, how you're feeling, what you're doing. For example, the client who is holding really tight at a tense call might choose to believe they're more where that one came from. If there's one who wants to work with me, there are many that want to work with me. Or, for example, the client who is really over delivering at their expense, trusting that the clients want me to be at my best, perform at my best, be at my best because I'm able to give more to them. So we get to change what's in our control and release the rest. And when my clients just let go, I love seeing it. I just like, I love seeing that because I know their business is going to change. The sales call, for example, I had a client who she was holding on tight and I didn't use the kink example. I used the holding tight of sand because we're holding on to sand and the sand just keeps going through our fingers. And I showed her if we held the sand in a little, like a cup on our, we will retain so much more. And when she got that concept, I just visually saw her relax. I visually saw her how she can show up differently and it showed in her body. And her next sales call, she was less tense. She closed the client. She shifted from showing genuine desire to helping her clients see why they needed the life that she was helping them transform to. She was able to be with the client and show them why the client will benefit from working with her. And she signed that client. She got a yes. And that changed the result at the end of the kink. So if your business feels tight, sales, marketing, showing up, just feel tight, like you are just stuck and tight, that is one kink that we can release. And it will really change the way you experience every aspect of your business. If you love my support, I love to support you. Take my quiz. It's called What's Really Driving Your Overworking. In 3 minutes, you will identify where some of your kinks are. The link is in my description. My name is Ruth Duren. I'm a certified life coach, master coach trained, and MBA, and I help businesswomen create the life that they want without the necessary exhaustion that comes with it. If you love my support, I'd love to support you. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.